If you heard it in one of the episodes we did yesterday, where we weren't recording the whole time, we just did it again. So we actually have got to hear quite a bit. Hi guys.
Hello,
Hi. We're you know what? We are at Women in Automotive. You know, no matter which one of us said it, it's still true. Yes. We are obviously the chicks in charge. If you don't know who we are by now, but
I'm
you should.
Jess.
Yeah, I'm Shasta. This is Crystella.
Nice to meet you.
Sorry.
And so we have been podcasting. If we seem a little ass draggish, we have been podcasting nonstop for the last 2 days. Yes. So it is now 4:30. I think our first one today was like 8:30 or 9 or something. So yeah, we're trucking through though. We're trucking through. You know, every person that we talk to is just like, it brings a whole new level of excitement to the industry, to what they're doing, and brings insight to us as to what's going on. So we had a chance, funny enough, if you heard it in one of the episodes we did yesterday, where we weren't recording the whole time, we just did it again. So we actually have got to hear we've got to hear quite a bit about Crystella, and we can't wait for her to share what she does with you. First off, before we dive into the fun extracurricular stuff, tell us about your automotive journey and what you're doing, and what impact you're making in the automotive industry.
Yeah, for sure. So I've been in automotive just 9 years, which compared to most of the people in this room and at this conference is a very short amount of time. It's like that tiny, because there are people here that have been at this industry for 20, 30, 40. I think 42 is the highest number I've heard so far, unless there's someone that's done more than that. But I've heard 42. So that feels like a lifetime, and that's pretty amazing. But there's a lot of wisdom, a lot of insight, a lot of knowledge in this room, and it's so awesome when that can be passed on to generations, right? We don't want to lose all of that wealth of information, and all the historical data that so many people have, and their stories that they tell of, you know, the good old days or not so good old days, like all of it. Like, we learn from the good, we learn from the bad, so all of it's good. But it's been amazing. It's been, there's such a diverse group of young and old, and experienced and inexperienced, but it's fun when we're all together, because we're all just humans. Yeah. You know, there's a quote that says the heart of man is the same the world over.
And everybody is coming together so well. I mean, I've seen people in their 20s talking to people in their 50s and 60s, and everybody offering each other advice. It's not like the older generation acting like they're the only ones who know anything. Like, it's going both ways. And I think it's extremely, you know, a word I don't think we've actually used yet, surprisingly, collaborative.
It is. That is. That's a good word. And you girls, I'm just going to tell you, like, your energy, your beautiful smiles, your hearts, your passion. You girls are such a great addition to Women in Automotive. I didn't see you last year, so I'm just honored to get to meet you.
We're only a year old in the podcast.
Okay, so I'm honored to get to meet you. I'm so glad that you've been here. I'm glad that we met. I've enjoyed like every interaction with you girls. You're just so awesome. And you're bringing so much, you know, energy and joy and love, and also sharing people's stories. It's so important.
It is so important,
because, you know, like I said, whether your story is an older story or new, like, all of it matters. Yes. And all of it's kind of like woven together to make us who we are. Right. So
every journey is different. Every journey is different, and getting to learn so much about each of our guests. And like I was saying in the beginning, like, every story just enlightens us even more. And you know, what people are doing to help move this industry forward, whether it's for women, whether it's for young people, whether it's just for people, you know, or even customers, that we're all working together with the same goal in mind of let's make this industry the best it can be. And how are we going to work together to do that? And I think that, I mean, I have never been at an event that's more collaborative. I'm going to throw that word out there again, more vulnerable and connective as this one. I don't even know if connective is a word. Whatever it is.
It's uplifting. It's empowering. It's encouraging. So it's all the good words.
So you mentioned you were at Women in Automotive last year. Was that your first conference?
Yes, that was in Dallas. So I live in Dallas, and Women in Automotive happened to be in Dallas, and that was kind of perfect for me because I got to drive there every morning. And that was an amazing event. I'm so grateful for every single person that I met, the memories that we made together, the experiences and time that we shared. And as we're seeing each other like come together this year, like it's just, like a family reunion almost. I'm like, yeah, I just get to see all my friends. Literally, I was on the plane. I was like, I'm going to get to see so many people that I love and I've missed for a year. Yeah. Although the year has gone by so fast, it feels literally like 2 or 3 months ago that we were together. But I'm glad to be back with people that I love and kind of with, people that I feel are my people.
It's a family reunion.
Yes. Automotive is really a group. And one of the things that I love about Automotive is that it's a group of very resilient, hardworking people. Mm-hmm. And a lot of them came from nothing or didn't have anything handed to them or didn't have perhaps even the education that some have been, privileged to have. But with hard work and sacrifice and really caring about their families and just wanting to take care of them and make a good life for themselves, Automotive kind of lends itself to people that are willing to put in the hard work and dedication and has amazing people willing to invest in those people. Like if you will show up, if you will do the hard work, there are people that will train you, that will teach you, that will help you to grow as a person and help you to take care of your family, which at the end of the day, that's kind of what everyone needs. And that's why we work, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So talk to us a little bit about what you do in your, I say free time, but we know that it's not free time after talking to you for this long now.
Right. Yes. I do love my work and I love, everyone that I've met in the industry, and they are like literally have become good friends. And we do things together. We care about each other. It's not really just business anymore. It's like, okay, these are people that I care about. But also at the start of the pandemic, my daughter is a nurse. So I founded a nonprofit called Support Our Scrubs. So I've been helping the medical community and first responders and police and fire and everyone that was kind of serving on the front lines during that time. I know that we don't like to think about it too much because it's kind of a tough time. And sometimes as humans, we like to forget about the tough times. But I feel like it's kind of my responsibility to help us remember what those that we're serving really did for us. And they did put their lives and their, physical well-being, mental well-being in some cases on the line to help to heal us and protect us during those times. So I'm grateful for that. When I initially started Support Our Scrubs, I wanted to get PPE to the hospitals because most healthcare workers felt unsafe going into work. That was impossible to do because there was literally people fighting over wealthy people and governments and powerful people. I was like, I can't do that. I was just this mom in Dallas. I was like, no, that's a no-go. So I quickly pivoted my focus and started with the help of a ton of people, not me by myself, but literally people pitching in, restaurants, business owners, individuals. They could help with $3 to $5 or $100,000, didn't matter, right? But I've helped to get over 100,000 meals and care baskets and coffees and cupcakes. And thank you cards just to hospitals all across the Metroplex. And then some other states started pitching and being like, hey, we want to open a chapter here. So they started doing the same thing. And I just gave them my little playbook. And I'm like, yes, this is what you do. And this is how you do it. And make the connections. Because, everything had to be wrapped. It was very, very particular. I still deliver a lot of stuff to hospitals. I still have a lot of people that will help. And, Nurses Week. And I still do a lot of things. But right now, the challenges that we're facing kind of in the medical community is a little more along the lines of the mental health, just because a lot of them sadly did see a lot of pain and loss and death. And, that takes a toll on the human body and spirit. I think as humans, we are resilient and we're meant for greatness. And a lot of us can live in that fight or flight zone for a little while. But none of us are cut out to be there for
a long time.
Yeah, I remember them being like, oh, I can do this for a week. Oh, wait, I can do this for a month. I can do this for 3 months. I can do this for 6 months. I can do this for a year.
Why am I doing this for a year?
Yeah. So, and I have worked with a lot of nonprofit organizations, a lot of veteran nonprofit organizations specifically. So I know what PTSD and trauma and all of that looks like. So sadly, I'm seeing some similarities in the medical community. So just letting them know, if anyone out there is in the medical community, know that you're not alone. Know that, find the help. Healing takes time. It doesn't happen overnight, but know that there are other people kind of in the same boat. And, spend time in nature, talk to people if you need to, rely on your family, on your support system. But just know absolutely 100% that you are not alone.
We want to help.
There are other people that understand and appreciate, the sacrifices that have been made, but also are feeling the same way. So a lot of people when they go through tough times, they're like, oh, it's just me. Let me just go into my shell and let me just hide. And they don't know what to do because as humans, it's like innate to just protect ourselves and like build a barrier. But that's not always the healthiest way, you know? So as humans, we need each other. And the more that we can interact and kind of let the pain and, you know, like let it go. I think the healthier we will be. And you know, as society, we all need each other. So we still need our medical professionals. We can't have them all quitting, which is sadly, you know, with a lot of them. Happening. Yes. So we still need them to take care of our families and our loved ones and ourselves one day. So,
well, that's amazing. And I don't know how you do it or how you keep your head on straight at all times, but wow, you are an amazing human. And I am so thankful to get to have met you here while we've been here at Women in Automotive, because that's amazing.
Thank you so much. Well, I appreciate it. I'm also involved. I would just encourage anyone in their community to get involved and find a way to serve and give back. I will tell you, it's not just good for your community, but it's really good for you as a person. Like it helps you to grow. It helps you to expand your brain and your heart. And, you know, and a positive addition is it's always good for business. You know, when you're doing good things for the community, people do take notice, right? And people want to support people. I will tell you, there are some businesses that I still believe, and I can't take credit for it, but I really think that they're still in business because they supported us during a really tough time. And so I was posting online and people are like, okay, I'm going there today. I'm going to support them. I don't want them to close. And it's because they were doing something kind, even when it was pain, like it was not easy for them. So I think that doing good things is important. I do serve with a lot of organizations, everything from homelessness to, I don't know, there's like literally so many, like Facebook only lets me put 50 links. I'm serious. And I'm like, I need more links of all the nonprofits that I'm involved with. Or
you need
that
a link tree.
Yeah, you do
I guess
need a
so.
link tree.
Well, I need to figure that out. I just kind of like rotate. And I'm like, okay, this month, let me put, you know, these 50, just because I want to bring awareness. And I think that bringing my personal mission in life is to bring people together and lift people up. So when I can almost be that middle person, in my nonprofit support, our scrub. So, you know, with every organization, you have a mission statement. Apart from helping the medical community, is to facilitate acts of kindness. So if I can be that middle person and someone wants to do something kind, and if I can help to support them because I maybe have a connection on this side of the city, you know, and know that they can help each other. But, you know, human trafficking and sex trafficking and, all the things, there's just so many things, childhood cancer, like there's a million things. So, but we all need each other. Like we're all just on this beautiful little planet, you know, and the more that we support each other, I think, the happier we'll all be inside, but then, you know, kindness spreads and just like COVID spread, like, you know, we just need to, you know, fill the word with kindness. Like yes. And, just make the world better. So I'm honored to be here. I'm glad. So I'm not sure if you noticed these girls, but they are wearing a kick-ass human pin. So in my city, I also serve in my city. I'm chair of our Convention and Visitor Bureau, and I'm vice president of our Alumni Alumni.
Do you sleep?
I
know, right? You're exhausting me.
Not too much, but I don't know. I just love it. You know, when you love something, and I don't know. Tomorrow is not promised for any of us. Like I want to live a long, happy, healthy life. I want to be here a really long time. But the truth is that I could be gone tomorrow. Like that's the actual truth. So just in case, I want to have done everything today that I possibly can. I want to have lived with courage and grace and strength and grit. And, you know, I don't know, like no regrets. I'm going to get emotional, but yes. Just live our best lives. But I do encourage people to get involved in their community, to find a way to serve because it makes you a better person and you won't regret it. I've done our Citizens Police Academy. I've done our Citizens Fire Academy. I've done Stop the Bleed and CPR and RAD, which is Rape and Self-Defense. There's a lot of just like community stuff where you can educate yourself, learn how to save lives, learn how to be there in a time of need for yourself or your family or a perfect stranger. So, yeah.
Love that.
Wow. You're amazing.
But Kick-Ass Human, I was going to tell you.
Yes.
So I was also nominated and recognized in my city. So we have an indoor hockey team. We have an indoor soccer team that like switches out in our event center. Like it's ice and then it's, you know, turf, whatever. But with our indoor soccer team, which is the Sidekicks. the Dallas Sidekicks. And so I was recognized as a kick-ass human of the game. And so it was a little bit embarrassing, but I was like traipsed around on a truck in the stadium and all this stuff. And they're like talking things about my name and Crystella, this and that. And I was so embarrassed. But I was willing to make a fool of myself if it was like for the good of, or to encourage anyone else to be kind, but also to bring awareness to the organization's nonprofit and to their program. So I was like, whatever, I will do this for the good of humanity.
That's awesome.
But what I did also was turn all of my friends into kick-ass humans. So I just spoke here here at the conference and was sharing kind of my story and what I'm involved in, because I would encourage people to get involved in their community. It's good for you. It's good for your community. It's good for business. But I also was able to give them all like little kick-ass human pins, because that's what I did for my friends. Instead of just being a kick-ass human myself, I feel like we can pass that along and turn everyone into kick-ass humans.
That's amazing. I love that. I love your
Welcome
story.
to the kick-ass human family.
So much.
Yes. I love you.
Awesome. Wow.
So if anybody wants to be a kick-ass human, will you send them a pin if they reach out to you?
I can, but I also have another thing that's called the which I would like to talk about. So it's called the Noble Award.
Oh,
yes. So that's another thing I started. It's a recognition program. So anyone in our communities that serves, be it first responders, police, fire, veterans, servicemen and women, active or not active, you can hop on our website on supportourscrubs.org and you can nominate them. And so, I just need like email, phone number, address. I try to recognize them online and then actually send them a plaque. So this one is like durable, so I can carry this around with me. Yeah. Sometimes I'll do glass, like depending on how far I have to ship it. Yeah. But it's the Noble Award. So I do have that registered, and that's just a way to recognize people and let people know that.
How do people nominate somebody?
So it's on supportourscrubs.org.
Supportourscrubs.org.
Yes. Hop on the website. So this is my nonprofit. It's tiny. Just a little business card. Yes. Thank you. You're the best.
Down. There you go.
There you go.
Can you see that?
Winning.
It's kind of blurry.
We'll add all the information.
Yes. Well, thank you. Yes. But nominate people. I think that the person nominating is doing something kind. And I always want to encourage someone to do something kind. So it takes a few minutes out of your day to, think of someone that you want to recognize.
Right.
And just, we just need the name and address and phone number and where to send the certificate or the plaque. But then also, someone will hopefully just, even if it makes someone smile,
right.
That's worth it to me. I still am actually looking for someone to help me sponsor some of them, because I'm trying to financially spread, like there's so much to do. But anyway, if anyone does want to help me in that way, like I can always use help in that, just to sometimes get the plaques printed and shipped.
That's good to know.
But I'm happy to do like the work. I just, need help because I can't do everything. So yes,
for sure.
Appreciate all the help.
Wow.
I'm glad that you mentioned that, because I was like, wait, the Noble Award. That's very so important. Yeah. So, but I guess I could turn more people into kick-ass humans.
Yeah.
So my friend actually handmade these, custom made them for me by hand. So I literally told her, babe, so she does like all the things. She's super creative, but I'm like, babe, I'm like embarrassed being a kick-ass human. She's like, I've got you. I'll help you turn people into kick-ass humans. So we kind of created it together. And she stayed up that whole night almost and had them ready for me the next day. So these are actually like custom made by hand by my friend, but she can make me more.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome.
They're not terribly expensive, but they're not like, because they're custom made.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would love to spread kindness. I'll figure it out. So if someone really wants to be a kick-ass human, let me know. I will figure it.
That's awesome.
I'll place the order when she's not in the middle of the night. But I love her. Yes.
All right, Crystal. Well, thank you so much for taking the time out of the day today to sit down and chat with us. You are a phenomenal human. I am so thankful just to have the opportunity of gotten to chat with you a little bit today and get to know you while we've been at this conference. Where can people reach out to you?
You girls too. Well, so LinkedIn is awesome. I love it. When I'm super duper busy, I don't have a ton of time to post, but most people find me on LinkedIn. Like literally when I was being recognized at that game, it was hilarious. So I had lots of friends and family come and bring their whole families to the event, to the Dallas Sidekicks game. But there was people, so I'd posted it online and on LinkedIn. There was like perfect strangers that came and showed up at the game, were like, hey, you posted about this. We've been following you for years and see what you're doing in the community. We are here just to support you and thank you.
That's
I was like, I was so humbled, and I just, you just never know. But so yeah, LinkedIn is great. With my nonprofit, I'm on all of the platforms. Facebook, Instagram. I have Twitter. I don't use Twitter that much for the nonprofit. I don't know why, but for me personally, find me on LinkedIn or on Facebook or on Instagram or wherever. I'm not like super big on TikTok, although I know it's great out of respect. So because I work with veterans so much, it actually hurts their feelings. Like, so I just try to be respectful of our country. Like, I don't know, like, I don't think there's like a right or wrong, but I'm not, people won't find me too much on TikTok.
Right.
But yeah, LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram, or email me. So support our scrubs. You can literally type my name in. You can find podcasts. You can find TV shows. You can find all the things.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Well, again, thank you so much for taking the time out of your
I love
day
you, girls. Like I said, I've been
with us.
honored to meet you, girls. Love
Thank
you. Your energy's absolutely freaking fantastic. I know you've been going at this, and yet you still like are little Energizer bunnies.
Yes,
So
and we've made a new friend in you. So
I love you.
We're very excited to have met you.
Yes. Well, I'm here for you. Hopefully we can collaborate.
Yes.
And, stay in touch, because that's what life's about. It's about these connections and just friendships and, working together. So I would love to, keep in touch, of course.
Absolutely.
All right. In a world where you can be anything, be kind, because you don't know what battles other people are facing. So whenever you go out into the world this week, remember to light it up. I'm Jess.
I'm Shasta.
And this is
Crystella McIvor.
And we are the Chicks in Charge. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Yay, you've made it this far. And if you want to help the chicks out and add some value, make sure you subscribe right now.
Click that little red button down below. Do it. Do it now.